Hey guys, this is Amber. Just wanted to remind you, if you love Will There Be Cake, don't forget to rate and review it.
Very tuned.
Can you not interrupt the fucking intro?
Fuck,
Oh
I
my-
didn't know you started.
Wait. Way to keep it classy, guys. Anyways, let's start now.
Anyway.
Everyone, welcome to Will There Be Cake? I am your host, Robert M. Lamb. And with me, as always, Amber Simpson.
Amber in Simpson.
Didn't know your middle initial. Didn't
Okay.
want to fuck up. And with us, once again, joining from the far reaches of the other side of the city, Jack Austin. Say something, please.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. It's Jack K. Austin.
I was going to guess that. Didn't want to mess up. And we also have the lovely Meagan Austin.
Hello, thank you. It's Meagan N. Austin.
Wow.
Couple
Two
of
N's.
N's, I know.
Loving
Couple of N's.
Couple-
And then a K and
Couple
a
of N's,
M.
a K and an M.
Such a calm podcast.
If you
we
think
have
about
going
it,
on.
all those letters are right next to each other.
Yeah, so
That's
we're just
right.
very
Pretty close.
centralized.
That's why
Well,
we're all
obviously.
gelling very well together.
Well,
Yes.
and the reason why is we want to keep this one classy because you know what today is? It's a very special day. Amber Simpson, why don't you tell the audience about it?
Oh, today is Cognac Day.
Cognac.
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 Cognac, which is spelled very way.
Very-
way.
Very
Very-
way.
Very
Very
weird way. In a very weird way.
Amber
Yes.
Simpson has been drinking cognac for a while now.
Tell us just how weird.
We're sipping on some cognac with Robert Lamb's fancy what are these?
Snifters. I don't know what they are.
Cavassier.
What are these?
Squares.
No, they're not. Oh, you're talking about the little.
She's talking about the ice
stones.
The ice squares.
Yeah, the ice
stones.
stones. The ice square stones. Ice cube square stones. Which is my favorite cartoon on Nickelodeon.
Yes.
Ice cube square stones.
Yes.
Square scones.
Yeah,
all of a
square-
sudden.
Ice cube square stones. Who lives in a
Sponge Dick
bottle?
Square Stones.
Who lives in a bottle on top of my fridge? SpongeBob square stones.
I don't even know what words you just said. The fuck? Anyway. This is actually, so what kind of cognac are we drinking?
This is the classiest of classy. I almost said cognac.
This is
It's
cognac.
Cavassier.
What kind of cognac are we drinking?
Cognac.
Actually, this is cognac. We know, Robert.
Cavassier.
Cavassier.
It's
Yeah.
Cavassier.
Which is also another weird word to pronounce when reading it.
If you try spelling it right now, spell it, Jack. Cavassier.
Corvisier.
Yay, he got it.
Is that how you spell it?
Corvi.
No.
Yay.
No. Corvasier.
I think it's COUR.
Whew, that one burned.
It is
VOI.
hurting some of our hosts here.
The sponge square stones or whatever is a bad move because this needs to be watered down quite a bit.
Yeah, right?
No,
It's
this is
real
straight.
ice.
We do it
Coat
straight.
tea.
Yeah.
That's why you don't use regular ice cubes. It doesn't water down.
That's right. That's
Keep
exactly what that's for.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying
That's what
it's
she's
a
saying.
bad move.
She
But
doesn't-
we need the
she
water
doesn't know
down,
that.
is what
Yeah,
she's
I'm
saying.
about to put some water in it.
Put some water in it.
I'm gonna put some
That-
Arizona
that-
green tea in
put
it.
some
That's, yeah.
God.
These are some weird threats,
Oh.
guys.
I'm just kidding. We're very classy.
Very.
We're going to be very fancy
The-
today.
the thing
and I'm
is-
not going to dilute it.
This is these are snifter glasses, right?
I like how
Snifter?
I think they're called snifter,
I like
right?
how you're swirling it and not
Swirl it.
smelling it.
You
or
swirl
whatever.
it
Yeah.
first.
Is that like
and
the
then-
animal from Fantastic Beasts?
yeah,
Snifter?
snifter.
Sniffer?
That actually
Sniffler.
is what they're
Sniffler.
Sniffler.
They're called snifter, right?
That is
Sniffler.
it. No, it's sniffler.
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 Yeah,
So,
like
yeah.
Stifler, but no.
Sniffler. Oh,
That's not what they're called.
this
It's not?
Cavassier.
Or
didn't-
something like that.
They're snifters.
It's
Snifter.
got
Snifter. It's
just a
snifter.
hint of a robot's bathwater.
Snifter.
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 That's what I said.
Snifter.
You
Yeah.
said sniffler.
Oh, I was talking about the animals.
We're still talking Harry Potter.
Jesus.
Yeah, they're
Oops.
super fancy snifter glasses.
Sniff.
Wow,
yeah,
I don't,
so that way
I
you
don't
can
like
catch
that
you can-
word.
It's defined as a footed glass that is wide at the bottom and tapers to the top, used for brandy and other drinks.
That's how I like my
So
women.
we-
Wide at the bottom and what was it? Taper at the top. that's, and dark in the middle.
Oh,
That's
my
how I like.
Like
I
a
don't-
cold black heart.
Yeah, sure.
These black stones. Sorry.
These black stones were made for walking.
Oh my god!
And that's just what they'll do.
I'm just trying to turn everything into a joke.
Yeah.
Anything that's said.
We are no longer classy. Folks.
No. This is classy. The snifter allows you to like just really get the aroma.
It
of
does.
this.
It does
Like,
smell
does.
pretty good,
it
and the
smells good.
aftertaste is
It
good.
smells
But it's
kinda
the
like-
whole
Yeah.
beginning in the middle
And the
that's
end
really
part.
sucks.
Depends
Yeah.
on how much of it you drink at once, and if you let it go straight to the back of the throat or sit on your tongue.
That's true.
Sounds like an
That's
instructional
classy.
video.
Right?
Yeah. Deep instructions on how to be classy.
So does
Let it
anyone
go to the
know?
A lot of
Back
people
of your
don't know that you're supposed to lap it up too. Like that's how you get really classy. You just go in there and you stick your
You
tongue.
just
in.
lick. You just
Yeah.
lick. Cover
Drink
the
it like a
squares and then
cat.
lick them.
Well, you push one of the stones aside with your tongue, and then you lap up the rest of it. that's the classy way of
That's-
drinking it.
Oh,
Poor instructions.
Yeah.
on that whole thing.
All of it.
Does anyone know what cognac is?
It's just brandy, right?
well.
Well,
Google's going to
Google's
tell
it.
us.
It's just
It-
brandy
it's-
from the
Right,
French
yeah.
region or
it's
whatever.
a type of brandy that's produced in the what was it? Charente.
No,
Chiron.
Charente.
Charente.
No, Charente. What
Us
about
Americans?
Charente region of southwest France.
High quality brandy, properly that distilled in Cognac in Western France.
Isn't it the same as like
What's-
bourbon and whiskey? Like bourbon is from like
Yeah, it's another
Scotland
name.
It's
or
the same
whatever.
shit.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
still
aged
whiskey.
brand.
It's aged differently.
Okay.
Like
So this
scotches
one- This one, it's kind of crazy. It's like regulated. Like when you make it, it's strictly regulated by the Bureau National Interprofessionnel du Cognac.
Wow.
In order for it to be called cognac, the specific distillation and aging methods must be followed in the production of it. The spirit must be distilled from grapes grown in the Cognac region, and the strict regulation of the production of cognac from the BNIC and the skill and dedication of its producers ensure that cognac remains the premier brandy in the world.
Wow.
Here, brandy.
I believe it.
They have a red carpet and everything.
There you go.
Nice.
You know, there's
It's
some
good.
French asshole that's walking around. This is not brandy.
This is not
This is
cognac.
not cognac.
This is not cognac.
Probably.
You're right, you dick. It's cow piss. Hope
You're
that
right.
cleanses your palate, Frenchie.
Oh,
You gotta. Yeah.
God damn.
Do you
No?
have to
You
stick
don't like
your
it?
pinky out when you drink it? That's the thing.
For
I'm
sure.
like-
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. If it was just
'Cause I
brandy,
feel
you're
like-
fine.
I
But
feel
Cheers.
like with a
Yeah.
snifter, it's
Cheers,
like
everyone.
there just isn't. Cheers.
cheers.
But there's no room for your pinky. It just gotta.
Oh, God.
You know what's interesting? This one is drinking it and okay with it and just kind of like happy to have some. Robert looks deeply into his glass every time he's going
Every
to take a
time.
drink.
I look at it from
And
the
then
bottom.
slowly does it. And Amber, every time, without fail, has drunk it and gone, ugh.
A shiver goes
Oh,
down
for
her spine.
fuck's sake.
I mean, let me get through this glass and it'll go down easy like
Yeah,
water.
right.
But
We'll be ready for another one.
Yeah.
but
This
this
is so
first
good.
one is really gonna kill me. It's fine.
I don't think I've ever had Cavassier. I've had cognac before, but I don't know if I've had that
I
brand. or
haven't
whatever.
had it straight. I've had it mixed with stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've just gotten lazy over
What
the
was
years
the
that I
drinks?
drink all my alcohol pretty much straight.
Yep.
I mean,
That's just what it is.
Me
why
too.
dress it up?
Yeah.
It's going to do the same
I just
thing.
throw
Yeah.
some ice cubes in, pour a little
Yeah,
whiskey
like because I do
or-
mostly
Yeah,
like
I'm not-
whiskey.
Bourbon.
Every once in a while, I'll do a whiskey sour. I'll make that's
I
two
don't like
ingredients,
drinking
but
my
most of the time I
liquor
just
like
do. No.
Nope.
Well, I'm
Just
more
straight.
of like
Not at
a
all.
vodka drinker, and you
Yeah.
can't really just. I mean, who sits
Yeah.
around and drinks vodka?
Oh, I do. I do now.
People.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's
that's
cool.
true.
But
Have
I
you
mean-
ever been to a bus stop?
But I mean, like with a little lemon lime, sure, but
Yeah.
just straight, like it's
Yeah.
like drinking rubbing alcohol.
Yeah,
It
that's
is.
it's not good.
You got to put a little something in it.
Well, like
Yeah.
vodka, the only one that I can drink probably straight would be like something like Grey Goose. I don't think I can do like a
No.
cheap vodka.
Not
like,
for me. She,
Like a
the only
flavored
reason I
Grey
drink
Goose,
that is
though?
because she.
No, I can do a straight. I used to do just straight Grey Goose, and only because there was like this podcast I used to listen to where the guy that's what he drank. He just drank straight vodka. And I was like, you can't do that. So I like.
Gross.
I mean, you could. No,
Yeah.
I wasn't
Go
trying
to
tell him he
Russia.
couldn't, but I tried it and I put it on ice, and then I was like, it's not too bad. Like I kind of got used to it, but then I started drinking whiskey, and now I can't go back.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Whiskey's just
tough.
easier to drink by itself. Like,
Yes, it's flavored. It's
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
taste like alcohol.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
vodka certainly does.
I've had you brought this up earlier. I've had a sidecar which has Grand Marnier in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grand Marnier.
Grand Marnier.
Marnier.
So, interesting story about Grand Marnier.
Yeah.
That's a big deal over in France and Europe and all that kind of stuff. And they wanted to bring a distillery and some production over to the United States.
Mm.
And they eyeballed Nashville, Tennessee I may be telling this story wrong. Please correct me. I'd love to hear it.
Oh, people will correct you for sure.
So,
We
and
know.
he wanted to bring
Yeah.
the distillery over to the United States, and they had this big meeting set up. They were going to put a lot of, jobs and stuff like that in that area to bring it there. And the night before this big meeting, the guy wanted to go out on the town and experience with the people, see him drinking his stuff. He was so proud of it. And he was apparently horrified because when you drink Grand Marnier, you're supposed to experience it.
Yes,
Right.
It's an
And
experience.
It's not-
smell it,
smell
and
it and-
waft it around in your glass, and
So good.
sprinkle it on your ass before you shit, and all that kind of stuff. And he walked in, and it's fucking Nashville, Tennessee. People are like, 2 shots of Grandma, please,
And then
and just wham.
Yeah.
And he was so mortified by that, he left on a plane in the middle of the night. Didn't show up to the meeting. Was like, "You are not worthy."
Jesus.
I was like, Grand Marnier. But yeah, interesting.
There's a guy I know who like makes his own like moonshine.
Oh God.
Makes his own moonshine.
Gotta put some hair on your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Will.
he like brought it to like a party one time, and he's like, he was the same way. He's like, don't just chug it. Like somebody like took just a shot. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, I made that. He's like, no, like smell it a little bit beforehand, get it like the senses up, put it on your tongue, and actually like move it around like your whole mouth, like especially on your gums and stuff. And I'm like, all right, I did it, and it's like it's burning. I'm like, all right, this is some strong stuff.
This is killing the germs in my mouth.
Yeah, this is killing my mouth.
Yeah.
I literally feel the fuzzies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything's
When
like
you-
burning. Yeah.
We made this mistake. My best friend Clay and I we're big Alabama football fans, and we were playing Florida one time, and he had brought this like apple moonshine,
Oh yeah.
and we were like betting these Florida guys so confidently. Oh, every time you score, we'll
Oh,
take a
no.
shot, but every time we score, fucking close game.
And
And the problem is there was a shit ton of them and only 2 of us.
Oh no.
Oh.
So like by third quarter, we're like, we better not fucking score again.
I think our friend Nick,
Bad time.
I remember one time somebody took a picture of him and he fell asleep on the front lawn, like right by like a sign, like a speed sign or whatever, and he's just like laying in the front yard, and that's where he fell asleep.
Jesus.
Like they all got drunk and they couldn't even lift him to bring him
Couldn't
back in
find
the
him.
house
Those
because
are the
they were
best days,
tired.
though, to
Like,
look back on.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, I'm
you don't
sure.
remember them.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I don't think he remembered anything.
You know what?
from
I'm
that
just
day.
really glad we all got fucked up and did stupid stuff before it was so easily streamed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
At least there's no like
That's
visual
true,
proof
right?
of
Right?
that stuff. Yeah.
That's
For
right.
real.
Oh, it happened.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No,
Well, I've
I'm
had
good
my
with it.
days.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Sorry, we were all tasting it at once.
I finished mine, sadly.
Yeah, I'm not even close.
Did you
Mine-
experience it though?
Oh, I did.
Okay.
I experienced it vicariously through all of you.
Yeah, you just drank it.
All right.
I wafted it around in my mouth.
Waft.
Yeah. No, that's good.
New
I
band
like it.
name, called it Waft.
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 In my mouth.
We play
Waft in my
ska.
mouth. Yeah. Waft in my mouth.
I've always thought about that. I want to do have a ska band. I don't necessarily like ska, but I
Right.
want to go to other genres concerts,
Right.
Like-
and just play it.
death metal, and like up next is Waft. Like all those guys who super judge
Right.
other metal music, and then all of a sudden it's I'm out there just doing this
Just hopping around. Yeah.
just to see how fucking angry they are.
Yeah, you'll get a couple bottles thrown at you, but who cares?
Who cares?
Who cares?
Are they
cares?
full bottles or?
Right? Can I
Yeah, just
drink
a
the
glass,
contents?
probably.
Maybe cognac thrown at me?
If it's cognac, that would fit for today.
Yeah, you.
No, all right. So everybody's ready. Cognac's good.
It's okay.
Okay.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No.
Okay, good.
No, I
like it.
don't.
I didn't want to be.
I
a-
don't.
I like cognac. And
Okay,
I wouldn't
so
drink it on purpose.
Right.
on purpose.
I would drink
By
it
accident,
by
for sure.
accident, or for free.
Yeah.
Or, right. So my brother gave me a bottle of cognac that's still, and every time he comes up, he's like, "You're not drinking the cognac," and I'm like, "I was waiting for you, man. We're gonna drink it together."
I'm gonna drink that shit in margaritas here soon if you don't drink it.
Amen, Reverend. Have at it.
It's a great floater.
It's all yours.
Yeah,
Because it's
floaters.
yes. Ooh boy.
Ooh boy.
Ooh boy.
You
I'm
guys
just
are
saying.
encouraging her.
Ooh
and I
boy.
don't
Ooh
appre-
boy. Ooh boy.
You remember that? That was like 3 months ago.
Oh my god.
I don't know if it was that
when we
long
recorded
ago.
that, and then a month ago
Yeah,
we
barbershop
did
day and kindergarten
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys have a good memory.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. like a
forgot.
steel trap.
There's so
Right,
many
Brent?
days in
Yeah.
between.
What?
Brent.
Hey.
That's not me.
All right. So obviously, the way we celebrate is drinking some cognac.
Cognac in a
That's
fancy
the
glass.
easiest way.
But does it
with your
stop there?
pinky up.
No,
Does it
well,
stop
we're
there?
gonna find out right now. The most
Yeah.
important question, and we have to know this, guys.
Amber, the nation is watching.
Ooh.
we
Well-
have to know. Not listening. Listening.
They're
Are-
watching something.
They're waiting.
I didn't say they're watching her.
All right.
Good
all
thing
right.
they're not watching me drink this because it's not
She's
pleasant.
not enjoying it, folks, for anybody.
It's not a
Spoiler
good
alert.
time.
Well, we need
Not
to
gonna have
we
a
need
good
to find
time.
out. Will there be
There
cake?
Will there be cake? Yes. Sorry.
Don't you
She
say
says
No,
yes.
you
She's
think
like, y'all
you want a
motherfuckers can
cake?
drink this,
Yeah.
and I'm going to eat that cake.
Yeah.
she wants cake
I think
because
I want
it's
cake.
gonna clean her palate.
Yeah, maybe if I could have a bite of cake in between every sip, it would go down a
You
little
know,
easier.
that is actually a
Yeah.
super
I wonder you
good
could.
idea.
Yeah, you could probably find something that complements it well and go
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
and forth.
Well,
Right?
margaritas.
Margarita
We've
with that.
established. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Go back and
floater.
forth.
Weren't you
Just get-
listening? I was like,
No.
you even agreed.
No,
Like,
I took
audibly.
I took my headphones off. I was just agreeing to what
I feel like there's somebody out there definitely judging me for saying I only like it in like as a compliment to another drink.
Huh.
I mean, I'm sure, but people are going to judge Jack for telling a story about Tennessee that's not true.
Yeah,
That's true.
Right.
His facts are off.
When they fact check me, they're going to be fucking pissed.
Yeah, he's stating what he thinks is true. I'm
Right.
stating what
Right.
I know
You
is
know
true.
it's
No.
true.
I'm not even stating what I think is true. I'm recanting a story I heard from somebody who's a fucking Grandma Ye fanatic. They
Right.
love that shit.
It sounds like it could
You
be
know,
real.
it sounds.
I believe it.
Fuck you, Frenchie.
Yeah.
Not the whole nation.
No,
You
just
guys
not
are
at
cool.
all. Just
But
that one guy.
one guy, and
Yeah.
you know who you are.
He knows.
He's
He
sitting somewhere on a
knows.
private jet listening to this
Yeah.
podcast.
He's
Yeah.
literally Googles everything bad mouth talked about
Yeah.
cognac and then reacts.
Yeah.
Right,
He's
Yes.
that guy.
right. And chokes himself while he masturbates to it.
Oh my god.
Just
So I assume we're all in agreement with cake then.
Yes.
Yeah,
mean, a bit of
for
both.
sure.
A bit of both.
Of
bit of
all the
both.
episodes we've done, this one is the most cake appropriate.
This is cake appropriate.
Fair enough.
Cake
That's
appropriate.
true.
Yeah.
That's
Gets
true.
this. I wish we had like a stamp and we could just start stamping like just
yeah,
things.
we need a
Boom.
stamp.
Cake.
Let's get a stamp.
Yes.
Cake appropriate.
There's an audio bite somewhere.
Ooh,
We-
yeah.
we should just make one.
Whack.
Cake.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just put it on this.
So we
like,
all
drop.
just need to do one big death metal cake.
Yeah.
Cake.
And that, yeah, like to stop the mathematical metal.
And then just like no cake.
Yeah,
That's the,
Yeah.
That's the no cake. No cake.
yeah.
No cake. That's the drop.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. Well, we'll work on something like that. Get an audio drop in here.
And definitely hashtag cake or no cake.
Yeah.
When
And
you-
definitely after
So
you
get
listen
like
to this, let
like
us know.
a 10-second metal bite, like really heavy stuff. Just
Yeah. It's just really deep. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys listen to any of these episodes, just like let us know if you're having cake on these days. Send us a
Yeah.
picture on Twitter
Yeah.
or whatever. You know.
Is that one of your daily routines? Listen to the podcast whilst eating cake.
Whilst.
whilst?
If
And I
it's
gotta
your
be honest,
birthday, it
if
doesn't
that
count.
is your thing, I really want you to go see a doctor.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
right?
gonna be a lot of cake, but not everybody agrees on like cake days.
Well, here it is, 9 a.m. Time to get some cake and listen to Will There Be Cake. I'm going to eat my cake and listen to the podcast.
He's
All
gonna
the
eat
people
his-
that were like making unhealthy,
And he's just
listening to this
waiting. He's just
podcast.
waiting for Amber to be like, yeah, let me cake. Amber Cake Show.
Yes,
I
you
am going to fuck my face with this marble cake here, buddy. Oh, my God.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but that also you could just have a slice of cake. You don't have to have a
or
whole
a
Right.
bite of cake.
Right.
A bite.
Why
Yeah,
does
yeah.
it gotta be a whole
For
fucking
sure.
cake?
I just think a slice is nice.
A slice is nice.
I think if somebody is going so far as
bite
to be
is right.
prepared,
A bite is right. I was just
We're
gonna
here.
say
We're
that.
here.
Yeah, yeah.
But a whole
that's
fucking
why
cake.
there's seating assignments, kids. The two ladies are on one end of the room, and Rob and I are over here just
Yeah.
making eyes at each other.
That's
Yep.
because her and I know what it means to need cake.
Yeah, for sure.
Faux show.
And we know what it is to need beef jerky, right, Rotad?
Did you hear that pound? Because we pounded
Let's do
each
it
other.
one more time.
Oh,
We just pound.
Let's pound
do we
each
go
other right
closer to
now.
the mic? Ready?
Wait, yeah, go closer to yours.
Yeah, right here. Ready?
Ooh.
Hey, I know they picked that up.
I can hear that.
you guys are so...
All right.
All right, well, I guess that does it for
Please
this
stop
episode.
that right
Yeah.
now.
Quit pounding each other, jeez.
Yeah.
All right, we're done pounding.
Amber's going, and that's the last episode we're having Jack and Meagan over for this. kindly leave.
No, of
No,
course
we
we'll have you guys
We
back.
have to
We
do
love
more
having you guys.
singing together.
Yeah, we got to keep
Yes.
the barbershop quartet alive.
Yeah.
Can't
I
be
will
anybody
have the
else
straw
other than
hats
us.
next time.
Can't wait to see
do it.
what we sing about next.
Yeah. All right, well, that does it for this episode. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, Jack. Thanks, Megan.
Yeah.
Fuck you, buddy.
All righty.
Hopefully we'll be back in like 10
Okay.
days or like a month and a half or something,
Well, yeah, we'll never know exactly how many days, but
maybe.
it'll be somewhere around there. We'll find another one
Yeah.
that you guys enjoy, like Kindergarten Day or Cognac Day. Or the other one we did. Yeah, that's it. Whatever.
All right.
All right, take it easy, guys. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Enjoy your cake.
This has been a Seven Lamb production.